And see, the cops that was involved in Dante's arriving, to the other people that was also involved in it. See, they want us to forget about it. They want to just celebrate Thanksgiving like nothing ever happened. They want the family to move on. They want people who made content about this to move on. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm like Jason. I pop out. I don't care how long ago it was, because I let nothing slide when it comes to Caucasian people. Because I learned one thing. Over time, humans start talking. Humans start confessing certain secrets. Humans start drinking. They start talking to each other. And in these small communities, somebody knows something. And that's why I always have an issue with black police officers, because they'll let stuff like this happen and they'll never talk about it. You know what happened because these cops talk to each other. These cops gossip. It's just like high school. They gossip within each other. So you know something and you're going to allow these cops to do something to your people. And I even went on Facebook. These people had the nerve, because Donte was an Army vet. These people had the nerve yesterday to post this. So you showing respect to Army vets, but you couldn't solve this case. You couldn't tell this man's parents the truth. You couldn't tell his family the truth, what really happened. And even though this happened in 2022, the only update I saw that was even close was from 7 months ago. And it was from this channel, from Runaway Slave 2.0. He's the only channel that gave an update this year. Not even the local news down there reported. So that's why I say we can't keep letting things go. They want to do these crimes to our people. They want to unalive our people, and they want us to let it go. But when it's black on black crime, when they talking about black rappers, they talk about it every day until they crack the case, until they find out who did it. But when it comes to them, they want to talk about it one time, they one and done. But we ain't having it. So let's get right into this story. Jones' body was found hanging early Friday, June 17, 2022, along a trail in Whitpain Township, Wentz Run Park. Whitpain Township police said, citing no evidence of foul play. Jones worked for Piedmont Airlines and intended to take his final CDL exam this summer, travel with his children, and begin a trucking career. So at the time, Donte was 35 years old. He was planning to get his CDL and stuff like that. And not just get his CDL, he wanted to travel with his family. He wanted to travel with his kids. You think a man that wants to travel with his kids, get his CDL, you think he want to unalive himself? You think he want to end his life? So even his own family didn't go with that bogus story that he did it to himself. So y'all know me. You know I'm going to look up the race demo in Bluebell, Pennsylvania, and this is what I found. 87.4% white, 1.2% black. That tells you everything you need to know right there. And not just in Bluebell, Whitpain also. 86.3% white, 0.06% black people. Then I looked up the population in Whitpain. So I'm like, okay, Whitpain got to be a big town because nobody knows anything. So let me look up the population. And this is what I found. So you telling me out of 20,000 people, no one knows anything. And I told y'all before, in these small towns, everybody knows everything. If somebody is unalived, whether it's natural causes or whether it's by someone, everybody knows. These small towns, they all talk to each other. Everybody gossip. It don't have to be a black small town. Those white small towns, they the nosiest. Everybody knows everything because they looking at you. You don't know they're watching you. They watching you. So we can really call this a sundown town for real. So they say he did to himself, right? So Donte lived an hour away from Bluebell, Pennsylvania. Why would he drive at 12 a.m. to go to a park in a white neighborhood, in a white community, and do this to himself? We don't do that. You will never meet a black man that would drive at 12 a.m. an hour away and go to an all-white park. It'll never happen. We're not doing that. And we for sure not unaliving ourselves in that park. Away from home, we not doing it. It don't make sense. So this why I can't really let this type of stuff go, because if it don't make sense, I can't get over it. And I know the family feel the same way, but a lot of times you get drained. A lot of times you get tired, and you need videos like this to give you that energy back, to not give up. So this is why I really make these videos. Whitpain Police Chief Kenneth Lawson did not return Daily Voice's request for comment on the man's death. However, authorities in Montgomery County said they found no evidence of criminal wrongdoing. So check this, the chief police didn't even answer the phone for the family to talk to them. But I want to tell you why he did that. Because y'all ever seen the show called First 48? I used to watch it all the time. The first 48 hours are the most critical, important hours of crimes of homicides. If you go those first 48 hours without evidence, without investigating, I ain't gonna say it's impossible, but it's gonna be harder to find out what really happened. And this is another reason I knew the police had something to do with it. The park is right behind the police station. I pulled it up. His mom said when they found him, they took his cell phone. They took everything out of his wallet but his ID. And they hung him using army gear on the monkey bars at a park. So this man was 6'5", 260 pounds. It had to be multiple people who did this to him. And according to the video his mom made, the park has hundreds of cameras. And this is the cold part. After they removed his body, they had an event at 10 a.m. that same day. So they did no investigation of the area. They just removed his body and still held the event. Donte's parents were denied their right to view and properly identify his body for over 48 hours. The coroner's office said that they would not be doing an autopsy or toxicology report since it was ruled an S word, can't say the real word, YouTube guidelines, even after the mother requested one. So how you tell someone's mother, she just saw her son unalived, and you tell her that you can't do an autopsy or a toxicology report? So his mother had to contact government officials, and she had to contact NAACP. And then that's when Chief Lawson apologized. So she had to contact government officials for him to apologize and for him to do his job. But I told y'all those first 48 hours are important. After those first 48 hours, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's going to be a harder task to figure out what happened and put the clues together. It's going to be harder to identify the body. And after all that, they had to write a fake ass statement. They had to come out and say, oh, we never said we wouldn't do an autopsy. And I did all my research. I ain't seen no update on an autopsy. But I did see his mother say his body was beaten up and it was bruised. And this man served in the army, 6'5", 260. He's not just going to do that to himself on the monkey bars. It was multiple people. I'm going to say it was the cops. Because look, if you never traveled to Pennsylvania, if you never traveled there, I'm going to tell you something. Most of those cops are a part of the KKK. They have ties to them. You think I'm lying? And a year prior to this happening, he told his mother, if something was to happen to me, I didn't do it to myself. I did not unalive myself because I love life. He told his mom that. And stories like this, I love taking something and learning from it and bringing it to y'all. So he was in the army. So let's say he saw something or heard something. We as people need to start talking to each other. We as people need to start telling what we saw, what we heard. And he was in the army. You never know what type of information he had. If it's a threat on your life, start telling people that you trust, because we have to start sticking together and we have to start being real with each other, because if something was to happen to you, we have no evidence. We have no leads. We have no one to really look at. And like I always tell y'all, these people are on the same team. The owner of the park, because the mom went and talked to the owner of the park. He's not giving you no answers because he's on the same team as the sheriff. The sheriff with the cops with the coroner. The coroner is with the newspaper articles. All of them together. They're not going to give black people real information because they already think they know what we're going to do. Something's going to happen 2 years later. We're going to let it slide. We're going to stop talking about it. Because like I say, in these small towns, people are talking. When they get drunk, they talk. So they said he was hung at a park in Bluebell, Pennsylvania. And I looked up the population in Bluebell and I saw this. 6,428 people. And you telling me no one knows anything? We no longer letting these situations slide. I don't care if it happened 2 years ago. I don't care if it's not the current news of today, because we get caught up in, okay, what's new? What's the next hot topic? No. So to Donte's family, please don't give up. Please don't stop making videos. Please don't stop putting 1 and 2 together. Please don't stop. Go on these people's Facebook pages. I'm telling you, the answers be right in our faces. Go on these people's Facebook pages. Look up all the cops that was in 2022 that was in Whitpain, Pennsylvania. Look up all the cops that was working. Go on their Facebook pages. These people talk. They give clues. You have to open your eyes though. And to his mother, look, you are not alone. To his family, y'all are not alone. I won't let this die because Donte was 35 years old. I'm 34. He wanted to drive trucks and ride around with his family. Now he can never see his family again. Now when holidays come, his family, his kids are sad. His kids are crying. Their life will never be the same. So like I always tell you, if I can't sleep, those people in Whitpain community, they shouldn't be able to sleep. Those cops shouldn't be able to sleep. And I ain't telling you to harm them, but I'm telling you, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. They shouldn't be able to live comfortable. And look, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. To the Whitpain Police Department, the ancestors want answers, and we go get them. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm out.